Right now, you are looking at live pictures of Rob Gronkowski speaking with Robert Kraft. And this is all because Gronk is here today to celebrate the opening of the Gronk Playground along the Esplanade. We're also told that Governor Healey is in attendance as well, somewhere there. So this playground, it used to be known as the Charles Bank Playground along the Esplanade. Well, Gronk and his foundation, the Gronk Nation Youth Foundation, they have donated over $1.8 million to fund the renovation of this playground. It looks like they're going to walk to it now and check it out. And I believe he just shook the governor's hand there. But they're going to unveil this playground with a celebration today. There's a lot of fun things on the playground, football-themed things. If you look closely, you can see a football there. There's a 40-yard dash and a Gronk high-five board. The important thing about this playground is it is 100% accessible and ADA compliant. So that means kids of all abilities will be able to now enjoy this space. So again, that is why Gronk is here today, and he arrived in Gronk fashion because he does everything in a fun way. So he came via duck boat, which he has said was special to him to build a playground along the Esplanade where the duck boats ride down the river. So we're excited. We're going to hear from him. He's going to speak about the playground opening eventually here, and hopefully we'll get to see some kids using it. But you're looking at pictures of that playground right now. Of course, the New England Patriots always do so much for the community. That's part of the work that they do when they join a team. But Gronk has gone ahead and really taken it a step farther by renovating this playground and putting almost $2 million into it through his foundation. It does look like they're still walking there. Maybe we can just kind of listen in and see if they're making their way.
Yeah, you got to tell him. He loves the story on the stage.
Because he revealed that.
They're going to go right over to the podium to get started.
All right, we're going to do this. Well, we're rocking out, RKK style. You rock out more than I rock out now. Yeah, you know, I was saying RKK rocks out. People think I right there.
You got to go. Really fun. Yeah. This is great. Right into the deep end. Now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends of all, please gather round, grab a seat, get a spot. I'm going to invite everybody to come on in. Hey everybody, come on over. I'm so excited. We have Commissioner LaChapelle here. We have Secretary Tepper here. We have Representative Jay Livingstone here. We have our phenomenal team leader of the Commonwealth, Governor Healey here. Distinguished guests and friends, we have friends of the Esplanade Association. Our leaders, our board here. Thank you so much for being here. We also have some distinguished guests as well. I am going to invite Mr. Gronkowski to come please have a seat. Yes. We have Mr. Robert Kraft here today. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. For all of our elected officials, for all of our friends of the Esplanade, for all supporters of this project, if you ran, if you played, thank you for being here. Let's come together. Okay. My name is Jen Mergel. I head the Esplanade Association. We are the nonprofit that is supported by community and very proud to work with our state partners to take care of and build care for this beautiful state park, the Charles River Esplanade. So thank you. I just have one quick roll. Okay, it's my pleasure to kick us off and to be our guide. in our time in this beautiful space, and we will have guest speakers and then a fun activity to celebrate Gronk Playground. I need to just remind you, where are we and why are we here? Again, I speak on behalf of the Esplanade Association. We're along the Charles River. This has long been known as the Kennebecan or the Meandering River by our friends in the Massachusetts, the Wampanoag, the Nipmuc, and the Pawtucket tribes. And they've stewarded our lands for millennia, as well as our waters. We're standing along this river in the Esplanade. It is a green space designed well over 100 years ago for people of all ages to exercise, to play, and to enjoy some green in the city. And it's a very special state park in Boston. We welcome over 4 million people a year. So today, why are we here? We're here to share big thanks. Kids, what do your parents tell you? What do your friends tell you? Anytime you get a special gift, what are the 2 special words you say? Thank you. Yes, today we are here to say thank you for this playground, for our state park, our city, and our region. So on behalf of the state park system, it is my great pleasure to invite our wonderful Commissioner of the Department of Conservation and Recreation, Nicole LaChapelle, who will introduce Governor Healey. Commissioner?
It's very nice to meet you in person, Jen. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Jen. I am thrilled to welcome you all to the Esplanade on the Charles River Reservation. This is one of DCR's destination parks, and it's a very dynamic and special place for the neighbors, but as well as people from around the world who visit. I'm excited that the playground is right next to the Alphon Spray Park to our left, and it's creating even more fun and free spaces to play on the Esplanade. I want to thank Rob Gronkowski, his family, Gronk Nation Youth Foundation for your vision and generous support, and the Esplanade Association for your long-term partnership. I also want to acknowledge the leadership that brought us to this day. Secretary Rebecca Tepper, my predecessor, former DCR Commissioner Brian Arrigo. I may be running the last leg of this relay, but in true Team Massachusetts spirit, it was your hard work that got us across the finish line, Brian. I also want to thank our project contractors, Shadley and Associates, O'Brien and Sons, and Construction Dynamics. And finally, I have to thank our incredible DCR staff who have dedicated 4 years and thousands of hours to this playground. They include Playground Planner Guru, Sandy Libby, Director of Landscape Architect, she's amazing. Director of Landscape Architecture, Ruth Helfeld, Engineer, I should stop for the applause, they're amazing, Engineer Tom Atkins, Chief of Design and Engineering, Patrice Kish, AJ Turigny from our Public Affairs team, and of course, the Operations and Special Events teams for all of their hard work on this amazing event. Thank you all for creating a playground that ignites everyone's imagination. I mean, where else can kids actually drive a duck boat? And now, I'd like to introduce the leader of Team Massachusetts, Governor Maura Healey.
Good morning. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Secretary. Thank you to all the great folks at DCR who are out there every day making sure that we have the kinds of spaces that kids of all ages can enjoy. Thank you to Jen and the Esplanade Association for the work that you do, to Representative Jay Livingstone and members of the legislature who make sure that we get the funding for things like this. Special thanks to the team that's here today that made this site possible. And I want to thank Susan Hurley for being here today. You know, Susan leads something called Charity Teams. Awesome organization doing awesome work that transforms lives for so many people. So, Susan, thank you for all of your effort and all of your hard work. And thank you to Robert Kraft, who joins us today, who's responsible for bringing the man of the hour to New England in the first place. Take a bow for that.
Better guy than the other guy. That's the guy we're talking about.
He was just Robert was just talking about the day that Rob signed and he stood with his brothers and his dad, and you know, that same level of joy and just unrelenting joy and rambunctious enthusiasm. He's never quit. He's never stopped. It's never ceased. And isn't that awesome? Look at all the Team Gronk people behind us. How was the duck boat ride? You know, Rob Gronkowski is a legend. We adore him for so many reasons. All of his exploits on the field, and certainly all of his contributions off the field, which, you know, he did some amazing things on the field, but as remarkable is what he continues to do off the field. You know, another guy a couple weeks ago got a statue. I think it's pretty cool that Gronk's got a playground. That sounds right.
Governor for president.
Rob's brought that spirit, that joy, not only to, I was going to let that go by.
No one's ever used that slogan.
No, yeah. Well, you got a playground, and it is. Let me tell you something about this playground. I hope everybody has a chance to go see it. You know, one thing that Rob said to me walking in was that as a kid, you know, he had a lot of hand-me-downs. He had a lot of help. A lot of people helped him along the way. But he knows that he always had an opportunity to be outside and to play. And he wants that for all kids. And we mean all kids. And the way this playground is designed, it's accessible to all. It's going to be enjoyed by all. And that's a really, really special thing. I want to thank the team at Gronk's Nation Youth Foundation for all the work you do to promote health and wellness and fitness, which is awesome, to get kids outside, to get kids active, to get kids playing. Parents, yes, and I have two, to get them away from their screens and devices for a little bit. That's a great thing. And thank you for giving this city and this state this incredible and lasting gift. You know, the first playground in the U.S., you know where it was situated? Boston, yeah. First public park, Boston. So, you know, we were number one then, right? First state in the country birthed this great nation 250 years ago. We're number one today for parks and playgrounds, for world championships, for education, for health, all sorts of things. So we're going to keep this going. And one of the reasons we get there is because we're a state and we're a region that's filled with people who care a lot and care about one another and find ways to bring joy and lift people up. And that's something we need more than ever right now. So I want to thank Rob Gronkowski for bringing this forward today. And this is really something to spike the ball over. Thank you so much, Rob. And I'll turn it back over to Jen.
Governor, sincere thanks. You put into words the appreciation I think we're all feeling and the big why behind today. So now it is my great pleasure to invite somebody up who knows the special story of why Gronk knew that the coolest playground on the Esplanade would be the best gift for his home team's capital. Susan Hurley. I want to pass the mic to you, president of Charity Teams, longtime friend of Rob Gronkowski, an amazing friend to the Esplanade. We're so proud to know you.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you, Jen, and the team at the Esplanade is just one of the greatest organizations in the city to work with. I'm so proud to be part of their organization with their Boston Marathon team, and now this. So thank you, Jen and Jim and Allie, for all of your hard work here. Hopefully, can you hear me a little bit? Okay, great. Well, I have the honor of introducing our man of this historic moment. I say historic because if you live in Boston, you understand the legacy of this property on the Esplanade. Like Rob Gronkowski, the Esplanade is iconic. Don't you agree? And before I bring Rob up, I want to tell you how we docked here at the former Charles Gate Playground. It was about 9 p.m. on a random Sunday in 2019, before COVID. And I got a text from Rob. He said, I have an idea. I was like, uh-oh, it's 9 o'clock at night. So immediately I picked up the phone and I said, hey Rob, that's awesome. What's the idea? Knowing Rob, this could have went in a multitude of directions. But my heart filled when this big kid, born near Buffalo, but let's face it, he's made in New England, replied that he wanted to build a playground for the children of this incredible region. I got right to work alongside the Esplanade Association, reaching out to the former executive director, Michael Nichols. Michael, are you here by any chance? Michael, give it a wave. Thank you. And Director of Projects and Planning, the rock star, Ali Badrigian. Ali, where are you? Give a little wave. To scope out what venues might be feasible, and this space was the top of the list. Next to the Alphonse Bradecht, in view of the Leonard Zachem Bridge, a stone's throw from the Museum of Science, the Hat Shell, the Teddy Ebersol Red Sox fields, and near the lock where the celebratory duck boats come into the Charles River. All iconic Boston sites which kids love. Ironically, Rob himself spent time at Mass General's Ellison Floor 22, right over there, when he had his arm surgery. His hospital room overlooked this very spot. Meant to be? I think so. But more on that later. We all agreed this would be the home of the Gronk Playground. Sandy Libby, playground planner from DCR, was then kind enough to take me and Rob on a tour of local playgrounds. Sandy, are you here? Sandy, hi Sandy. Looking at elements we thought could be fun to incorporate. Can you imagine me, Rob, and Sandy going on a tour of Boston playgrounds around the city together and pop surprising children all over the place? It was absolutely hysterical. And Rob drove, yes.
5 stars.
5 stars. After much deliberation, we decided that for a guy as unique as Gronk, we need to design a playground that was just as singular. Almost every piece of equipment is custom here. The elements represent all the things that Rob loves about fitness and New England. A spiked football, towering bridges that connect cities, duck boats, the Boston Marathon, the NFL Combine, and more. If you look at the football closely, you will see motivational quotes from some of our favorite champions, like Tom Brady, Jason Tatum, Julian Edelman, David Ortiz, Gabby Thomas, Venus Williams, Jaylen Brown, Allie Raisman, David Pasternak, and our 2014 Boston Marathon champion, Meb Keflezighi. Meb, please stand up. special elements have been incorporated into a state-of-the-art fitness playground designed to encourage kids, all kids, to be healthy and participate in fitness. And that is how we got here. I'd like to acknowledge the runners who raised funds for the Gronk Nation Youth Foundation through the opportunity that we had as a participating charity with the Boston Marathon and Falmouth Road Race. I hope that all of you enjoy seeing the results of your hard work and fundraising. If you are a runner that ran for me in Falmouth or Boston, please stand up. I also, again, want to acknowledge Meb, who came all the way from, I'm not going to say the name of the city, but it begins with a T and ends with an A. We don't say it in New England anymore. But he's here to support Rob, so thank you, Meb, again. I want to personally thank my family, Max, Ryan, Courtney, and the whole DMSC crew who donated their services so generously, so not only that I could be here, but this event could come off without a hitch between the press truck, and you'll see what we're going to do in there and the start. So thank you all. I want to thank Rob's family. Where are you guys?
Right behind you.
Right here. Rob's family they make Rob who he is. He is the backbone. They are the backbone of everything that he does. I can't say enough about Rob's dad, Papa G, who again has been so supportive of this project, and Rob his whole career, and his brother Gord, guys, and of course Camille. Thank you all for being here. Give a little wave. I want to also recognize part of our dream team at Gronk Nation Youth Foundation, Amanda Santucci. Amanda, stand up, please. Thank you. Come here. If you're looking for a PR person, she's your girl right there. But although she's pretty busy with Rob. I also want to give a special thanks to someone who has been highly instrumental with the Patriots. She is the Director of Community Relations, Donna Spigarolo. I call her the unsung hero of the Patriots, teaching the importance of community to every player that comes into their system, and I'm sure Mr. Graft will agree. And of course, Donna, where are you? Donna, give it a wave. She's unbelievable. And of course, I want to thank our beloved Mr. Robert Kraft, greatest owner in sports history, for instilling in Rob the importance of philanthropy and selflessness early on as an athlete. And like Governor Healey said so profoundly, what you do off the field is important as what you do on the field. Mr. Kraft, thank you so much for all you do. I'm going to go off script here for 1 second when I talk about why we're here and how we got here. So many of you know I'm battling stage 4 cancer. Since May, I've been in the hospital 7 times. Guess what floor I was on? Guess what I was overlooking? I was up at Ellison 22 every single day. I looked down at this playground, wondering if I was going to be here. And here I am. So it comes full. Yeah. When you think about like life in full circle, and you think about like how life comes full circle, for me to be on the same floor as Rob when he was up there in 2019, 20?
13 to 2008.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, basically, right, yeah. But you still are the greatest tight end. You think about how life comes full circle and challenges, there's never been a challenge that we haven't met. have we? Right, Mr. Kraft? So going back on Rob's idea for a playground, I know this firsthand as a friend. He loves his fans. He truly cares for others. This generous gift of $1.8 million to our community shows his deep connection to New England and proves that his heart will be forever in Foxborough. And I'm going out on a limb here. Now, can we just make it official and sign him for a day so he can retire as a Patriot? What do you think? Okay, yes, thank you. Without further ado, let's welcome our favorite and most fun, and I know you agree with me, New England Patriot, 4-time Super Bowl champion, the best! I don't care what Travis Kelce or Taylor Swift say. Tight end in the game and philanthropist, number 87, Mr. Rob Gronkowski.
Wow. I never cried after a championship win, but I just crying after that. Thank you, Susan, for that electric introduction, by the way, and everything you do. You're the absolute best. And wow, I can't believe we're finally here after 5 years of a long, hard process. It's been a journey, everyone. It sure has been, but it's been well worth it. It started in the year of 2019 when I was first retired, right off of the Super Bowl win versus the Los Angeles Rams, where I had that amazing 28-yard catch to set up a nice touchdown. It was my very last Patriot game of my career. And in that off season or retired season, I thought of the idea to give back to Boston. Susan, you still have me moved. Oh. I thought of the idea to give back to Boston. Oh, hold up, I'm sorry. Oh. Wow. I thought of the idea to give back to the Boston area for all the love and support the city of New England fans have shown me throughout my career. And it was since day one. Even if I was acting like an idiot, they loved it. You guys loved it, so thank you so much. It helped me perform tremendously. And I called Susan. She kind of went over it already, but I called Susan and told her first, and she was so on board and proud, which made the idea even more thrilling. And it just meant, you know, that we found this spot, that Susan found this spot right here, because I'm going to reiterate a couple things like she said, because when I was in the hospital recovering from my injuries back in my playing days, I used to look out that very own window right there and see that playground right here. And every time I think, man, that would be such a cool spot to turn into an awesome, awesome playground for the kids. And I kept that in the back of my mind. And now, boom, we're finally opening it. From being in the hospital looking at this spot to now being here and making change for the good. And let me tell you, this playground isn't just any type of playground. It's got Gronk Spike energy built right into it, and the City of Champions as well, with many athletes representing the playground. And it really hit home when I saw the giant football slide being brought across the country on a flatbed, and then airlifted, literally airlifted right onto the playground right here. That was really neat and really cool. This playground means a lot to my family and I. Growing up, I was always outside playing. Playing sports, hanging with the neighborhood kids, my brothers, my friends. I had every opportunity to compete growing up as a kid. And I was fortunate to have great people around me, good kids to play with, and places where we could be active all day long. And that's what really shaped and helped me shape who I am today as an athlete and off the field as well. And when I came to the Patriots, one of the biggest lessons they instilled into me was that it wasn't just about the game of football. It sure was big time, no doubt about that. But it was about the importance of giving back to the community on a daily basis. So Donna, thank you for all of that. And RKK, setting up the Patriots charitable foundations as well and showing us and leading us by example. Thank you guys. The Boston community has supported me and supported the Patriots my whole entire career. And there's nothing like it here in the City of Champions. They're the best fans in the world. So, you gotta give it up for that. Best fans in the world, no doubt, no doubt. Represent no matter what. So, it's amazing now to give something back to the kids and families here, to help create the same kind of opportunities that I had as a kid. That's why my family and I started the Gronk Nation Youth Foundation, because we know what it meant to us, and we want every kid here to feel that same kind of joy that we did growing up as kids. And that's why today is so special. We're officially opening up the Gronk Playground. Woo! Yes. And thank you to my father and my brother for being here today, representing the Gronk Nation Youth Foundation as well, and supporting. Thank you guys. Yes. Being one of the pillars of the foundation. And before we run through this break tape and have the official ribbon cutting and get these kids out here playing, let me just thank a few people who were very instrumental in making this playground a reality. The Esplanade staff, board, and supporters. Thank you guys from day one. Let's just hold the clapping because there's a lot of people. Yes. We're going to just pretend there's a clap for everyone. DCR, staff, past and present leadership. All the elected officials who passed my favorite legislation ever, naming this the official Gronk Playground as well. Thank you. Shadley Construction. Thank you, guys. LSI Landscape Structures Incorporation. CDI Construction Dynamics, Inc. O'Brien and Sons. Every donor and runner who contributed. All the amazing athletes who shared quotes, especially Meb, who's here today. Thank you, man. He ran from Florida last night to get here. He still got it, unlike me. He's retired, but he still got it. We want you back. Can we start that rumor? Make-A-Wish, Hill House, the Jimmy Fun Kids and team. The Boston Duck Tours. Museum of Science. Josh Milne and Boston Sports Partners. And Rob Friedman. Susan Hurley, Amanda Santucci, the Gronk Nation Youth Foundation team, my family, and crew. Amanda, you connected all the dots from A through Z throughout this whole process. Thank you. Mr. Kraft, a very Patriots playground this is, sir. Thank you. Thank you for bringing me here. And most importantly, the kids and families. You're the reason why we do this. And Dave McGillery, Sports Management. And lastly, I want to share something special. It's a surprise, everyone. There are 2 elm trees on this playground. One is dedicated to you, Mr. Kraft, for all your support through the years and helping with the support of this playground and for bringing me here to the New England territory. Thank you. And the other is dedicated to Susan Hurley. In honor of your strength, resiliency, and all the heart you put into making this playground happy. You are so strong, and I hope every kid who plays here takes your attitude with them. When they go through things that are hard or tough, to always remember that getting to the other side is so important. And Susan, you got us to the other side with this playground, and we are thankful for you. It won't just be my legacy that is carried here in the city of Boston forever. It will be yours as well. Thank you. Those 2 will have, it's a surprise. There's a plaque dedicated to both of you guys. So thank you very much. We will go check it out right now. And thank you, everybody. Now let's play, let's run around and get ready to do some Gronk spikes with the kids. Back to you, Jen. Thank you guys for being here.
Okay, so you have been listening to a press conference there with several officials and, of course, Rob Gronkowski speaking about the new Gronk Playground that is officially opening up today, and they are doing that ribbon-cutting ceremony. Gronk got emotional talking about this playground. He said that he wanted to give back to the city that showed him so much love and support while he was here as a New England Patriot. And this all got started, we learned, when Gronk was up in the hospital recovering from injuries when he was playing, and he could see this playground area from the hospital. And that's kind of where his idea came from to do this. So we kind of got a great little backstory. And this is really a full circle moment for him to be here today for this opening. You're still looking at images from the press conference here, and hopefully we'll get to see them walk over there shortly. It looks like they are presenting Gronk with some sort of maybe framed picture or whatnot here, but there are all sorts of little details. Oh, it looks like a Gronk spiking a football in front of the playground. That is lovely. There are all sorts of details in the playground, so little NFL details, Boston Marathon and historic Boston elements there as well. There's also some of Gronk's favorite quotes sprinkled throughout the playground from other local athletes, and so a lot of detail and a lot of hard work put into this playground. I believe you just saw Gronk's dad and his brother. They were there helping to represent him too. Looks like our photographer is getting ready to maybe walk into the playground. It's just around the corner here, and it does look like we're making our way in. There's already some kiddos on the playground here. Gronk also talked about how every piece of equipment at this playground is custom, and so those details like the Gronk spike football is all custom. Gronk talked about seeing it be brought on a flatbed from across the country and then hoisted into the air with a giant crane. There it is right there. You can see that football slide. So cool. And as Gronk said during the press conference, this playground has Gronk spike energy, which we love. At the end of that press conference, Gronk also had a nice little dedication to Robert Kraft. There's 2 elm trees at this playground. One of them he dedicated to Robert Kraft and thanked him for instilling that philanthropy in him as an athlete while he was here. And the other he dedicated to Susan Hurley, which was the woman who spoke earlier, and she helped really make this playground happen with Gronk. So live pictures, the Gronk Playground officially open, and families already starting to enjoy it. We'll have more on this great playground here coming up on the WBZ News at noon a little later today.